And we're live.
What's going on, everyone? We're here live. We're just waiting for Phil to join after he went live for us. We got Sam on remote here. Say hello, Sam.
Everybody. Hey.
You probably see our headphones here. This is so we can hear Sam. And so the sound quality is still good. But we just wanted to go live and say hello to all our new students. And feel free to chat on YouTube. We'd love to answer questions or anything you have going on. And welcome.
Yeah, before we got a little structure going, we're going to be chatting about just the course overview, really walking through how we think you should take the course, what is included, and yeah, just how you can make the most of the class. We're going to be talking about how you can provide feedback for us to make the class even better. We're going to be talking about the prizes that you can win from enrolling already. So thank you so much already for people who have enrolled. Everyone who's watching this, thank you. And we'll talk about how we're going to do that. And then we'll talk about our first competition that we're going to be doing in this class, which is in May. So coming right up, you're going to have the month of May to submit your first photos for the competition that we're having. And we'll talk about how that goes. So for people watching right now, what's up? Say hi in the chat. We love to hear from you. Who's here? Tell us where you're from. And really just thank you so much for enrolling in this class. We already have over 300 people enrolled today, which is super exciting to know that there's so many people who were interested in this class. We've worked a lot to make this class really good. And we hope you think it's good too. But it's good to kind of get that initial feedback from people who are just wanting to enroll. So what's up, Ibrahim, Mauricio, Endless Mike.
Mauricio from Chile.
Nice. Chaime, Michael. Let's see, who else is here? Well, Winston, Harold from Virginia. Welcome, 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 everyone. We'll just give everyone a couple more minutes to join us. If you are watching this, if you somehow found this from my YouTube channel and you're not in the photography masterclass, this is a live chat about a new class that we just launched today. And you can access that on videoschoolonline.com. If you click on the blog article for the most recent blog article, you can get enrolled. But we invited everyone who's a part of this class so far to just join us for this chat today to welcome you and just get started. So Kiara, thank you. Andres, Jeff, thank you. Harold, if I already said Harold. We got people from Morocco, Mexico City.
All over the place.
Burkina Faso.
Virginia.
Brazil. Virginia, so exotic. That's awesome. Man, this is awesome. People from literally all around the world learning to take better photos with us. That's awesome. Yeah. We are in Los Angeles, outside Los Angeles. Sam is coming live from San Francisco. So technology is just awesome nowadays.
So good.
All right, so let's get going. First, again, thank you. You're going to hear that a lot today and throughout the entire course process. Thank you so much for enrolling. It really means a lot to us, and you're helping us to create more and better content, and we hope you enjoy this class. So we're going to do a quick overview of the course. I'm going to pass it over to Sam, who's going to walk through what's included, how this course is structured. We've used a lot of the feedback from the original photography masterclass to put together this class and structure it in a way that we hope is better for beginners. We know it's impossible to structure a course that's perfect for every single person and every single photographer, but hopefully this is as best as we can. But we're always open to feedback. So if you want to give us feedback about the structure, feel free to do that. But Sam, walk us through what's included with this new version of the masterclass.
Hey everyone. Just to start off, thank you for being here and for enrolling in the class. It's really exciting. So this new course, we're taking everything we learned from the first photography masterclass that we put out about 3 years ago now. And, after all the notes, after all the reviews, hearing from students what was really important to them, we've made this sort of structure. And so it, again, is starting off with the basics of photography. So exposure, composition, those things to really get to know your camera, how to use them. And we stay very brand neutral. This is really a course that's meant to focus on just how to take photos with any camera and just become a photographer. We did add in this one a lighting and flash section, which we didn't have last time. I think that's going to a huge step up, and we having Will in this course has really added another photographer's perspective, which is really great. From there, we go into equipment, so accessories, cameras, lenses. People are always asking, what should I buy? And while this is a tricky thing to do because technologies always change and we don't know your budget, we try and give a good overview of what is most useful starting off and then building your kit. Again, throughout this course, we want to stay very involved with you. So, as this grows and we get more students, just let us know what is most useful to you. From there, though, we go into the scenarios, so different photo scenarios, portraits, landscapes, wildlife, product stuff, everything. We just cover all these different types of photography and really dive into how to take great photos in each of those sections. From there, we go into photo editing. Phil does an amazing job, as always, of covering every editing software out there.
Almost every.
Almost every, yeah. A lot of them. It's really a very thorough editing section, and it also goes into building your presence both on social media, but also with starting your own company, with starting a website, with a lot of the tools that it takes to really become a professional photographer and work in that industry. Anything else, guys? I feel like I mean, there's more. There's a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, I think you covered all the basics, and so if you're a beginner photographer, starting at the beginning is definitely going to be the best. Whether you have a DSLR camera, a mirrorless, those first sections are going to be most helpful. Skipping that first section second section about exposure is really about understanding those basics and how you use pretty much any modern camera to control exposure. If you're using something like a smartphone or a tablet or a point and shoot, starting with that composition section might be more beneficial. Of course, it's best to understand exposure and all the things that go into that, but composition is really where, even with a smartphone, you can really start learning. And we even have a whole mobile photography section as well. So I think the goal with this class, and one of the biggest pieces of feedback we got from the original one was, and we made the mistake of teaching the class based off of like a specific Canon camera, a Nikon camera. And while that was probably helpful for like 10% of the students, for 90% of the students, it was not that helpful. So we really tried to make this class brand neutral and teaching the concepts rather than like how to do it with a specific tool. So, and I think I hope we did a pretty good job at that. Sam mentioned the scenarios. That's another thing we broke out in this class. In the original one, we had 1 or 2 sections where we did live demonstrations, and we also did like tips for specific types of photography like wildlife and portraits. But it was really just a section on like showing you some photos and talking about tips. In this course, we actually went out, and for each of the scenarios, we went out and used those tips and showed you how to put them into practice to take better photos. And we're going to continue to add more content to those sections, because even though the class is over 20 hours, I think we'd all agree that it would be great to have even more demonstrations of those different skills and to get out there and even challenge ourselves to take even better photos in each of those sections. So that's something with this class we're going to continue to add a lot of content to. So in terms of like the overall structure, I think we covered it. What about how we created different lecture types that we think will cater to different types of learners and hopefully keeps the course a little bit more entertaining? Will, do you want to kind of talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, I just from watching your guys' class the last time and like coming in and doing all these new classes, I think we have a lot of stand-up lectures in front of like a white background where we go through concepts and show you exactly what it's doing and show you examples, to these scenarios where you actually see what we're doing. And some lessons we're recording what's on the camera menu. Mm-hmm. Like you can actually see us going through what we're doing. My favorite ones were, like you said, the scenarios when we're out in the field and you can see where we go. We take a picture in like auto mode, and then we apply the tips that we taught in the lecture before to get us to that like professional looking photo, which I think if I had this course, like it sounds like an infomercial, but like if I had this course when I was younger, like I would have like loved to see that. Yeah. And the fact that it's on this platform where if you miss something or we go through it quickly, you can go back, you can watch it over, you can pause. The class is really meant to build upon itself. So depending on what you're trying to do and how you learn, you can skip around. You can, if you're more interested in portrait photography versus we have a macro photography lesson, you can do that. And then when you're ready to move on to longer exposures, or we did like a daytime long exposure where we were out in like a little tiny creek bed shooting for like minutes at a time, where we'd be waiting for shutters. Like it's really tailored to like whatever photography you want to get into. And I think that's my favorite part about it. In addition to like providing articles, Sam's been writing some really great stuff. We have these visualizations of concepts. I mean, there's so much content.
One thing just to note too is we have more what we called advanced lessons. Now, this will depend on where you are in the photography journey, but it's basically if you're a beginner, we have these what are called advanced lessons that we think take you to the next level and are a more advanced concept. And so at the start of each of those lectures, you'll see the title card that says advanced lesson. And those are really meant for you to watch if you're ready for them. If you want to skip them, that's totally fine. If it's an advanced concept about exposure, for example, we put it in the exposure section. If it's an advanced concept about lighting, we put it in the lighting section. This was one of the areas we already started to get a little bit of feedback from a student who was saying we should separate all the advanced content into separate sections. If there's a lot of people that agree with that, then we might consider rearranging some of the lectures, but go through it. Let us know what you think. Do you like having all the advanced lectures in the sort of flow of the class, or if you'd rather have them separated? Like Will mentioned, we've got articles. Each section has supplemental resources. So at the end of the section, there's a lesson that has links to articles or videos that we think will be more beneficial to you that go over the concepts of that section. We also have photo chats where these are a little bit longer, and we kind of just sat down roundtable style and chatted about a concept. And again, these are things that you can skip if you want, but if you're really into that specific concept or topic, it's probably going to be interesting to you. We have assignments, and if you're on Udemy or have been on Udemy, which most of you have, you probably know how assignments work. And that's one of the things that we want to do better in this class is make sure that we give better and more consistent feedback to students on a regular basis. And it's kind of one of our promises to you with this class is to do that. Sam, any other thoughts about providing better feedback or support with this version of the class?
Well, I think one of the things I'm most excited for is the Facebook group and bringing together people through social media. And really, I think we learned a lot from our first go around, and having the three of us now giving feedback, and also just going through the process of shooting all this. I think I myself am going out and shooting more. I know Will's been shooting a lot, and we'll be sharing our own stuff and just, I don't know, I think creating this community. I mean, we had 150,000 students in the last photography course. We now have 3 instructors. We have more content. We know what we're doing. I just think it's going to be that much better. And we really do want to hear more with this new course from the students and from all of you, so that it's an enjoyable experience, but we're also creating a community and really helping one another progress as photographers, because in today's day and age, we can all be communicating on social media instantaneously. And I think that's a really exciting thing.
Yeah, and that reminds me that I should probably link out to this live stream to the Facebook group. If you didn't see that, though, in the first section of the course, we linked to a Facebook group. I know Facebook isn't perfect for everyone, but we've learned that it's the best for the majority. So who knows, in the future, there might be another option for having sort of a community off of Udemy. But we found that with a Facebook group, it's better to do quick announcements, to share articles, tips. Will and I were just talking about how Will's going to be going on a few shoots over the next few weeks, and it'd be great for him to go live in those groups or post a little video showing his gear, showing his setup. And those aren't necessarily things that we'd want to put as individual lectures in the course, because then it gets a little bit like just almost too much content. but for a Facebook group, that might be very helpful. So I'm excited about that. Before we get on to prizes and the portrait competition, we want to talk about getting some feedback from you. We know, and I always say this at the start of all my courses, but we know when we launch a course, it's not going to be perfect. We've already gotten some great feedback from students who have told us some mistakes we've made, but have also told us a lot that they like about this class. And your feedback is really one of the most important things for us to make this course better and to just show your appreciation for the class. Udemy is a very affordable option for learning a new skill. And this 20-hour course and the support you get, it's very, very affordable, I think anyways, for most people around the world. And so if you want to show us some love, the way you can do that is by leaving reviews for the class. And so after 10 or 15 minutes of watching a Udemy course, they automatically prompt you to leave a review. This is something that actually some students were giving me feedback on, and they thought it was the instructors who were in control of this. But it's actually the Udemy system that does it automatically. I wish they maybe waited a little bit longer, but just know when you're prompted to leave a review, if you're ready to leave a review, great. And hopefully you think it's a 5-star course, you're loving the course, and that's great. That's what we want from you if you like the course. But if not, that's totally fine. We want you to be honest. But if you're not ready to leave a review, there's a button that just says skip leaving a review. You can do it later at any time. And so if you're not ready to leave a review, we'd rather have you skip that until later rather than leaving a review, even like 4 or 3 stars, because that actually hurts the overall rating. And I find a lot of students who do end up just leaving a lower rating because they're just not ready to leave a review yet. So we hope that the reviews that you leave are based off of the content of the course. And if there's anything we can do that you think, well, this course is not 5 stars, but if they would have done this, or if they would have added this lecture or changed this, and it would have been 5 stars, just let us know. Send us a message on Udemy, post it to the Q&A of the course page, or just get in touch with us and we'll be happy to add and make this class even better. Any other thoughts about getting reviews, guys?
Yeah, I mean, I love seeing the reviews, and I think there are plenty of times where we've taken into account on some other photo classes that we have and tried to take those. And really this class, I think, is the culmination of all those reviews across all of the classes that we've all been involved with. So they're super important for the progression of the class. And also it helps us as teachers because it helps us promote what we're doing and lets us help you guys be better, basically. And I also just like hearing from students and seeing what they think about stuff, which is always super fun. Everyone's so nice that's taken our courses, and you've really seen like the progression in photography and even the video classes that we've taught, but even the photography has just gotten so good and so they learned so much. Like some of those photos have like pushed me to be like, wow, I need to like be on the level of our students at this point because everyone's getting so good.
Totally. And again, thank you so much for everyone being here. We got 30 people with us live right now. Thanks for chatting us. If you have any questions, please just post them in the chat and we'll try to answer them about the course, about photography concepts or whatever. We're here to kind of start teaching you. And if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the chat. For anyone who's requesting to join the Facebook group, we're going to be on there right now.
Just
approved
people. A bunch of people right now. Yeah.
Nice.
Trying to catch up and keep up with you guys.
Prizes. Let's talk about prizes. So one of the ways that we wanted to make the launch of this course a little bit more special is by doing a giveaway. And so you saw that in the promo announcement that we're giving away a few prizes, and that's going to be on Thursday. So for everyone who's enrolled so far, which is probably everyone watching this video, you're automatically entered. And on Thursday morning, or probably more like in the middle of the day, Pacific time, we're going to do an automated drawing for all of those prizes. So we're going to be giving away a little DSLR camera kit, Gorilla tripod, which is great for travel, lens cleaning kit, a camera bag, and all of our other photography classes that we have on the platform. We're going to be giving away those as well. So we'll be doing a live stream to give away those things, but you can also just watch the replay, and we'll also be reaching out to you on Udemy to make sure that you get your prizes. So if you win, I'll message you and I'll let you know how we can actually deliver your prize to you.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep.
We have a question here in the chat room, and I thought maybe you and Sam could answer this question, but are you still going to be working with the 2 courses because I want to finish the first one before I start the second one? Or do you think that it's good to just get into the second course? That was done by Mauricio Sepulveda.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
That's a great question. So since this is a completely brand new course, I would actually suggest moving to this new class just because I think it's better. we cover everything in the original class and more in this version. So it's really up to you. We're still going to continue to support the old class for a certain amount of time, but eventually over the next few months, we are going to transition support to the new class. For anyone that enrolled in the past 30 days in the old class, you do have that 30-day money back guarantee. Because I totally understand if you enrolled in the old class and now you're in the new class and you're like, man, why did I enroll in the old class? Within the past 30 days, Udemy has that refund policy. But hopefully we also hope that for anyone that was in the old class and is now in the new class, you got your $10 to $20 worth of value from that old class. And this new class is going to be of value to you. But just to clarify, we are going to still support the old class for the time being. But Udemy also has talked to us about how they want us to actually transition the old class and unpublish it. You'll still have access to it. You still have your lifetime access, but we will be more supporting the new class. Plus, with our competitions and things, we're going to be doing 4 competitions a year with the Facebook group. That's all part of this new class. So it's up to you if you want to continue watching the old class. If you're like halfway done or you're 3/4 done and you just want to finish it up, that's great. But if you're worried about, oh, well, do I need to take the old class before I take the new class? No, you don't, because we cover all the same concepts, and I think in a little bit better of a way in this first one. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question.
That was a good question. It's great seeing all you guys on the chat. I'm trying to keep up with you guys. If you have any other questions, like feel free to keep asking. Yeah, this is great. Sam, how you doing over there?
I'm doing well. Kritin Carla actually did ask if we could do a recap of announcements made just for anyone that's joined more recently. And I mean, we just so far basically have gone through what's in the course. A lot of it is similar to the first photography course, but we've expanded on a lot of it. And really that's mainly what we've talked about so far. We're going to get into prizes and sort of are moving forward in the coming minutes. But you know, if you have any specific questions, Crit and Carla, just let us know, and we're happy to talk about it. But really, it's just about this new course and sort of the sections and how it's all laid out so far.
Yeah. So if you have any follow-up questions, let us know. Lastly, though, really that's on the schedule is talking about the first actual competition that we're going to be having.
Yeah.
In the last class, we realized that was probably one of the favorite parts of that old class, the annual photo competition that Sam and I ran. And we talked about it in our previous live stream earlier this morning. And that was to the general public, that the photos that we got are so amazing from students. I mean, we have students who are professionals now who are almost better than all of us sometimes.
Yeah.
Some of their photos are like crazy good. And so because we wanted to make this class even better, we're going to be holding 4 competitions throughout each year. And the first one is a portrait photography competition, and that starts in May. So I'll do a little announcement in May, at the start of May, announcing that, but you can actually get a head start. And for all of our competitions, you'll find at the very end of the course, if you go to the last section, well, the section before conclusion, section 36 is called Photo Competition Corner. And the way we're going to do it is we've created an assignment for this competition, which is an easy way for us to get all of your photos that you submit. So if you go through that assignment, you'll see the instructions, and you'll also see how you post. So basically, this competition is just to take a photo, a portrait, using the tips we give you. This is aligned with our portrait photography scenario. So section 12 of the course is about taking better portraits. So if you want to walk through that, that'd be great to watch that section. Use those tips to take a photo. If you want, you can edit it, but you don't need to. and then submit it to this assignment. We're giving out some Amazon gift cards to the top prizes. So we're going to give out a gold prize, a silver prize, and a bronze prize. Gold is $50, silver is 25, bronze is 10. And the last day to submit a photo is May 30th. Results of the competition will be announced in June. And yeah, so pretty much similar to the other competitions, but we're going to do them 4 times a year now. And this one is strictly for portrait photography. And then the following ones will be about another specific type of photography.
And I think it's cool because they're going to be in tandem with like the scenarios in the classes. Like you can watch that portrait photography scenario lesson over and over and just keep applying it to how you're taking photos. Because we really go in depth with like taking the tips and then actually shooting.
Yeah,
like I said, and then like that one's a good one. I mean, they're all great, but I was trying to think off the top of my head. There's one where Sam, you did the long night exposure where we like went out to a road.
Mm-hmm.
We're like in the pitch of dark, and Sam's shooting this car, lights that are coming around a corner. So it's just, I don't know, there's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, and one thing we're also going to be doing when we launch a competition is during that month, we're going to be putting out some extra content about that topic. So Sam has already written a great article about following Major Lazer. He was their lead videographer and documentarian for a few years. And he also did some photography, and maybe Sam can talk a little bit about that now, but he wrote a great article about 5 of his favorite portraits. And so we're going to try to add more content that during these competitions that just, again, make the course better, help you out even more. So yeah, Sam, any other thoughts about the competitions?
Yeah, I think, what's really exciting about this class and about this course is sharing our work, sharing our the lessons we've learned, and the great thing about how this is all going to work with the Facebook group, with whatever platform you're viewing these classes on, is that you can talk with one another. You can share your own experiences when trying to take these different types of photos. And I think with the competitions, that's a really fun way to, really push yourself to take the best possible, whatever it is, portrait, landscape, product shot. And alongside that, we'll be thinking of our favorite shots that we've taken or other photographers that we might follow. And through all this, you'll get a great perspective on other people's work, where sort of your skill levels are at as a photographer, and really see how amazing other photographers are. I think that's what I love of Instagram, of following other photographers and whatnot, is to see what they're doing and the techniques and what moments they're able to capture. And also the competitions are always just a fun time to put your best foot forward, see what you can produce, and hopefully win that prize.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, really it's just friendly competition. But you mentioned Instagram there, and that's something that we also would love for you to collaborate with each other. There was a great comment by the Patels who said that we should have a directory of everyone's Instagrams so that we could follow each other. I love that idea. So we'll try to figure out how the best way to do that is. But we've included the links to our Instagrams, I believe, early in the course in that first section. So you can follow all of us. My photos are mostly about my dog and my wife and our twins that are we're expecting in August. But Will and Sam have some pretty solid Instagram photos that they post. So.
You have a good Instagram. It's good personal.
We got the Video School Online one too, so you can follow Video School Online for all our latest updates and stuff. But I love that idea of having some sort of directory of people.
Yeah. That's cool. Cool idea.
Yeah. Any questions right now? I think we've gone through everything. My last kind of thing again is about feedback for this course. If there's any sort of content you want us to create, not only in terms of in the course, if there's like lectures or topics that we missed, but if you really want us to do more vlog style videos that we share with you, that we post on the Facebook group or on YouTube, or if there's someone asked about doing some photo critiques. So that would be kind of cool, where we kind of go through your photos and critique them. If there's anything like that while you're watching the course that you think about, just let us know and we'll try to create more content like that.
Yeah, I think if there's any or any of our photos that you see in the course or you see on our Instagrams, if you're curious about, you know, how we took it, what we were thinking about when we took it, what equipment we use, like, don't hesitate to ask us, because that's part of the learning, is like understanding how we achieve our art, you know, or how we're doing this.
Yeah.
So feel free to ask that stuff too.
Yeah, and I really think too with you know, we were talking earlier about the reviews and everything. Like we want to hear feedback. We want to improve this course. We want to work with you. And so, you know, opposed to maybe making those comments in the reviews, reach out to us. You know, you can message any of us through multiple platforms. We're here to, you know, respond to that and to really make this course as best as it can be. You know, we don't want to just leave it as is. We want to make this thing as best as we can make it. So, you know, please reach out beforehand, and if, you know, once you've gone through the course, once you've gone through all this, you know, please leave us a review. Let us know what you thought. And we always appreciate the 5 stars. You know, it really helps us reach more students on all that. So
yeah, that's great.
Posting photos in Facebook and asking for feedback. Like, I would love to see all your photography and tell you what I think of it, and how great it is, and how it could be better, or what you could do differently, or if you have questions. So please, like, feel free to post your photos in the Facebook group too, because we'll be checking that a lot too. At least I know I will, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Feel free to post for critiques or just to introduce yourself. If you have a portfolio or anything like that, the group is there for us to collaborate and learn from each other. I mean, the rule of the group is not to spam. Of course, you have to be friendly. This is a friendly community, so there's no trolling, no negativity allowed. We want to be a positive community. But mainly is just no spamming. So don't post your competitive online course or something within the photography masterclass group. But if you want to post your Instagram, if you want to post your portfolio or anything like that, feel free to do that and introduce yourself. We had a question from Krit and Cholera on the group in the chat about mobile photography. We actually have a full section in the course about mobile photography. If there's anything within that section or anything that you think we missed, or anything that you, anything you think we could cover better, or anything like for any of the other sections, just let us know. But we already do have that mobile photography section within the course. And
also what she brought up about, Krit and Cholera brought up about the best camera is the one you have in your hand. I really think that was a philosophy of this entire course, of really, we want to teach you how to take the best possible photo with what you have. And it's really, you know, doesn't matter brand, what your budgets are, anything like that. You know, by taking this, you'll learn what it takes to just take a great looking photo.
Yeah, totally. I'm trying to see if there's any more questions. Again, thank you so much. Big shout out to the people who purchased the, what did I call it? Show it some love.
Show some love link.
Yeah, show us some love link. We have 16 or so people who purchased that show us some love purchase, and that really means a lot to us, just because we have put in literally hundreds of hours into this course, and that, you know, a little bit of extra price that you paid helps us out to help create more content. And, you know, after this, we're going to continue to be putting out a lot of great content as well. So everyone who purchased the course, thank you. Whether you paid the $10 or the show us some love price or whatever it was, we really, really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, leave us reviews. We covered the prizes. We covered the competition. Covered giving feedback. The course overview. Thank you. If there's any other questions, we'll cover those. But otherwise, we're going to sign off and just, again, say we appreciate you. Thank you so much for being a part of this class. Together, we can continue to make this even better. And I'm just excited to see your work. I guess one last thing that I was thinking about with the assignments, with feedback. So as always, we're going to be responding to questions in the Q&A. We have all the assignments, and our goal is to respond better and more frequently with feedback to your assignments. One thing that we're going to be doing is every month we're going to meet up, and we're going to be doing a live chat like this.
Yeah.
We're also going to be doing if there's any assignments or questions that we've missed throughout that month, we're going to catch up and make sure we cover those. So of course, if we miss your assignment and we don't give feedback right away and you really want it, you can send us a message, but know that at the end of the month, we will be getting to everything that we've missed so far. Ideally though, we're giving you feedback and answering your questions within 1 or 2 days, usually even faster than that. But that's another thing we didn't really mention is our goal is to meet up every month and do another live stream. So if you have questions or things like that, you can always ask them in the course. But if you want to hold on to them or ask them again when we're doing a live chat at the end of the month, you can do that. And we'll be announcing those live streams in the Facebook group and in the course itself. So, and we'll probably be doing them here on YouTube or maybe directly in the Facebook group. So
will these, there's a question, will these live chats stay on your channel? They'll stay there, right? I mean,
yeah.
They'll record it and
yeah, so you can watch, we're not going to delete this. You can watch the replay, and we'll probably include some sort of link or resource within the class that links to all of the live chats. So you have easy access to them. Yeah, I'm excited though.
Yeah.
I'm tired too. This was a lot of work. I'm not gonna
coming
lie.
down from this.
I'm not gonna lie. I was putting in like 12 to 14-hour days a couple weeks ago trying to edit everything to make sure we could get it out at the end of April. But I'm glad it's out, and I hope you guys appreciate all the hard work we put into it.
I think they do. A lot of people have been saying thanks, and like clearly it's helping a lot of people. And look how many people are still watching us right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, thanks for staying with us.
I just want to say shout outs really quickly to everyone who has left a review for the class so far, and these get updated every day. So if you've left a review today, I might not see it, but Dennis Duke, Brett Potts, Ram Gopal, Kim Foster, Violetta, Sergio Jr., Karen, Cynthia, Michael, and Florian. Thank you so much for leaving your reviews initially or so quickly. These really help us out, and we appreciate them. And again, if you left a review today or you do leave a review today, we're not going to see it until tomorrow, but really appreciate that. So
cool.
Guys, Sam, any last words before we sign off?
No, just excited to get this thing live and give away some camera gear on Thursday.
Yeah, dope. Thursday, we'll send an announcement, and we will figure out how to randomly give away our prizes. We're testing out. We're going to test out some online apps where we can put in everyone's names, and then it just randomly picks someone to win the prize. So anyways, Will, any last words?
No, I've just been trying to keep up with all the questions and stuff and say hello. I think there's another question about mobile photography that we're going to get into, and like more stuff on the Pixel phone, which I think I would love to like get into and maybe add some more content later. I think that's, again, more feedback, more of what you want. We'll work on it. We'll get back to you. So yeah, I'm just stoked about getting going on this.
Yeah. All right, everyone, have a beautiful day. Thank you again. And I look forward to helping you, or we all look forward to helping you take better photos. And it's just the start of another journey together. So thank you again.
Thanks, guys. Oh, well, you have to go turn it off.
I got to go turn it off.
I'm going to hang out here and answer the last questions.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Sam.
Bye, Sam.
Leo D, also, if you want to reach out on, wherever you're taking this course, we're happy to continue. And for anyone, we're happy to continue talking with you and answering any questions you have about, what gear to have or how this course is going to move forward. So please reach out with any more questions you have.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.